Members of the Thornwood Fire Department are no strangers to hard work, dedication, and service. All of our members contribute countless hours responding to alarms and attend weekly training to keep up with the latest firematic principles and life-saving procedures, as well as events such as various fundraisers and our traditional children's Christmas parties. During the course of our rich history, dating from 1899 to 2019, we've had only 4 active members achieve the 50-year service award. Charles J. Dwyer, George Rod, Walter J. Harrison, and Brian C. Dwyer. We are now proud to include a 5th active member to this exclusive group of dedicated men. This is the journey of James W. Maxwell. On March 11, 1950, Evelyn and William Maxwell had their firstborn son, James. He would be the oldest of 4 children, Joan, Jane, and John. As a lifelong resident of Mount Pleasant, James would graduate Westlake High School in June of 1968. Months later, at the age of 18 years old, James was proposed for membership by a close friend, Joseph J. Frengs. After much anticipated waiting, James was accepted into the company and took his oath as a member on November 11, 1968, which would begin his 50 years of service.
Max, we go back a long way. I think the first time I met you was sitting in the bar the night you were introduced to the fire company. And since that day, we've been good friends for 50 plus years, so it's been a real pleasure since I've met you.
It didn't take long for Jim to respond to his first residential fire at 11 Roy Place, which was caused by the home's oil burner. As we all know now, James is a hard worker and has been this way since his teenage days. One of his first jobs was working at a local gas station, Joe's Friendly Mobile Service Station in Pleasantville. While here, he would meet a young woman named Betsy Watts. She would eventually share in his dedication to the Thornwood Fire Department, and together they would also create a journey of their own.
I met Jim at a gas station in Pleasantville. He was working for my uncle at the time, and I was commuting to Rockland Community College, and being that it was my uncle's gas station, I would go there for gas, chat a little bit, and then the next thing I know, he asked me out, and the rest is history.
In 1970, shortly after meeting Betsy, James would join the military and proudly serve in the United States Army. Upon his return, he quickly picked up where he left off, returning to an active member at the firehouse and continued his relationship with Betsy.
Dating Jim as a fireman wasn't different, really. My father was a fireman in Pleasantville. He was a member for 45 years, an ex-chief, ex-commissioner. Jim was active in the fire department when we first started dating, and there were a number of times when we'd be out on a date and the pager would go off, and we would detour from our normal date.
On September 30th, 1972, the couple would take the next step and would marry.
I used to listen to know when he would be home, when they were coming back to headquarters after a fire, when to put the dinner on, figuring, okay, if they're coming back, I need 20 minutes for dinner, and they're going to be, they got to repack the hose, etc. So when am I going to start dinner? Or there were many dinners that were warmed.
In 1978, James was promoted to lieutenant and started climbing his way up the ranks. A year later, Betsy and James would become the proud parents of Jay.
And when Jay was born, sometimes his dinner thrown at him as Jim was running out to a fire.
He would go out every once in a while, come back, go out for a couple hours. Next thing you know, the pager goes off and he's out the door.
He grew up, you know, sometimes waking up in the middle of the night to his grandmother sitting with him, babysitting, because I was here at the firehouse with the auxiliary and Jim was out at a fire.
So I wake up in the middle of the night, my grandmother's in the living room. I'm like, where'd he go? Oh, I got a call. Okay, go back to bed.
James became a chief in 1987 and would serve in the rank for 2 years.
It was fun. Used to go on calls with him. He used to say, stay in the truck, don't touch nothing. He didn't want me to get lost. He used to have the red phone in the house because back then they didn't have, you know, if you were higher up, you had a red phone before it went to the police. So it would come in there and then would go to the police station. So, you know, when the red phone rang, he was out the door.
During his term, James was the first chief to have a district-issued chief's car, a Chevrolet Blazer.
A little, I forget what it was, I think it was a K5 Blazer, white. Had nothing in it, bare bones, nothing, just a siren and a radio. It was cool.
While you were chief, I believe I got elected commissioner because I was only like about a year and a half into the department. So it kind of turned the tables around on you. And one of the things I remember is that one of the first chief's car, you wanted to paint it red and black. And boy, you put me through hell with that one because to change the colors of the whole department, I'm kind of a guy that says, hey, you know, we gotta keep all the colors the same. I actually would have painted all the chief's cars yellow to match the trucks. So you probably would have killed me. Skeets would have loved it. And Skeets actually backed that one. But we didn't do that because the bill would have came in $4,000. And as you know, we're not going to spend that kind of money just on a paint job.
He was part of that for 25 years. So that's, seems like a good accomplishment to me.
After completing his term as chief, James did not stop his dedication to the department. In 1990, he was elected fire commissioner and continued to serve on the board until 2015. His dedication had also led him to becoming the president of the Benevolent Association from 1986 to 1987. His knowledge and expertise helped to renovate and expand the facilities at the Thornwood Fire Department. He organized and facilitated the build of our rear auxiliary firehouse. James was also key in replacing and upgrading the apparatus with the latest technology and advances in firematics.
Jimmy, you've accomplished a lot during the years in the fire company, from becoming chief, getting the first chief's car in the Thornwood Fire District, and then all the years we spent working on designing new rigs and updating all the apparatus.
We've improved the buildings. We have a new building out back, a new support building.
Without your help, I don't know if we could have done the additions to the firehouse. Your knowledge was unbelievable, and I don't know if we could have done it without you.
Everything is really going along great. The generator on top of the roof, it maximized the space in the firehouse. All that was a tribute to you. You put a lot of hard work. People don't realize how much work goes into being a commissioner. And as you know, we don't get paid for the job, so our only paycheck is the satisfaction of a job well done.
Over time, James had an influence on many people both at home and here at the Thornwood Fire Department.
Influenced a lot. Back in '94, he swore me in before on my birthday so I could be in the first Pleasantville parade. It's very tradition. My grandfather, my father, my uncle. So I followed in his footsteps.
The family tradition continues with Jay. In 2019, he will complete his 25th year, this setting the midway point to following his father's 50-year achievement. Betsy is also an active life member for the Thornwood Fire Department's Women's Auxiliary.
So I joined about a year after we got married. And at the time, you know, this is where we met our friends. You know, there were a lot of parties that were had here at the firehouse that Jim and Brian Dwyer and Frank Kolazinski Sr. Put on. The ladies would be here, you know, to help set up, and then at the end to clean up. And I remember cleaning up in long gowns and whatever. Back then, you know, that was the dress. You wore a gown to a party. But we had many a good time here.
Yeah, the first time I met Jim actually was just before I joined. My application was in the fire department. I was waiting for the membership committee, went on vacation, and I had just come back, and unfortunately, in the neighborhood there was a serious fire. It was the Young's fire. It was a really terrible time, but at the same time, it showed me where the volunteers in this town really rise up to the occasion and do the job. And Jim, you know, you were the assistant chief at that time, but you were the chief on that scene at that night. And I was very impressed with the whole fire department, the whole operation, and that's a tribute to you and your experience and your knowledge and your dedication.
Besides completing just about every rank and position within the Thornwood Fire Department, while also being a dedicated husband, father, and grandfather, James worked at the Mount Pleasant Highway District, where he would be elected to Highway Superintendent from 1988 to 1993. Since his retirement, James has become the town historian. In keeping up with history, on February 16, 1968, the year James joined the firehouse, the first official 911 call was made in the United States was in Haleyville, Alabama. History and traditions play a large role within the fire service. They may change from house to house, but all share some common goals. The desire to serve and help their community, and to also bring family and friends together in a lifelong bond. James, you become only the 5th member to complete 50 years of active service to the Thornwood Fire Department. Jim, sincerely, I want to congratulate you and the amazing achievement and wish you the best of luck on your continuing dedication to this department. Thank you, and God bless.
Congratulations on 50 years with the fire company. I hope you've enjoyed your time here and will continue to be as active as you want to be.
Dad, congratulations on your 50 years at the fire department. Keep up your good work. Hopefully you get another 50.
Congratulations, Grampy, on 50 years of service to the Thornwood Fire Department. I love you.
Greetings from Colorado, where we have blue skies and plenty of sunshine.
Congratulations, Jim, on 50 years with the Thornwood Fire Department. We're here in front of the sign that Jay and Joanne gave us. Thank you very much, you guys. We're going to send you down to Colorado Springs, where Cheryl and Grove and then the rest of the family are going to send their congratulations.
Congratulations! Congratulations, Uncle Bunk, on 50 years of service. We love you. And now on to Chris and family.
Congratulations, Uncle Bunk, on your 50 years of service from your favorite Fisher family. Now we pass it on to Auntie Carol and Ken from Colorado Springs. Congratulations! I love you!
Hi, Uncle Bunk. We just wanted to say congratulations on reaching 50 years with the Thornwood Fire Department. That is a huge accomplishment.
Congratulations, Uncle Bunk. Good job.
Congrats. All right, just want to say congratulations and we love you. Bye.
On behalf of everybody at Loveland Fire Rescue Authority, congratulations on 50 years of service.
Well, we're back here at the house, overlooking the pasture and the river below. Dad, ex-Chief Bud Fisher, Mom, and my sisters, Sue and Pat, also wanted to congratulate you. So have a good celebration and a good dinner and 50 years of service.
They want me to tell stories, Jimmy, but I don't know if they're appropriate for a mixed audience. No, but again, Jimmy, congratulations on making the 50 years. I know the hard work and dedication you put into it, and just enjoy the ride. I hope you stay active for another 50 years.
Jim, I just want to thank you for your 50 years of dedicated service. Hopefully you get another 50 years and you'll be here for my 50 years.
Congratulations, Max, on 50 years of service. 50 years is a tremendous accomplishment. I look forward to continuing working with you over those 50 years when you must have saw the changes. Well, congratulations and best wishes.
All right, James, just wanted to wish you congratulations on 50 years of service with the Thornwood Fire District, and hope you have many more, and congrats. Take care.
Congratulations, Jim, on 50 years of service! Yay!
Jimmy, just want to wish you congratulations on 50 years. Best of luck and many, many more. Okay, it's a pleasure being with you all the years that I'm here. Thank you.
All right, Max, congratulations on your 50 years of service, and I wish you many more years. Good luck.
Jim Maxwell, feliz 50 años de ser bombero en Thornwood Fire Department. Felicidades.
Bomberos.
All right, Max, I just want to say congratulations on your 50 years of service. It's been a pleasure to be a fireman down here with you. Enjoyed a lot of good times together, and here's to another 50 years, pal. Long life, health, prosperity, and looking forward to another 50 years down here with you. God bless you, pal.
Max, congratulations. Seems like just the other day we were doing this for Brian, and now is your well-deserved time. 50 years. A lot of guys join the fire department, Thornwood, they come and go. Some make it to the 25-year mark, but a select few make it to the 50-year club, of which you are the newest member. So I guess we could call you the probie in that group. It's a tremendous achievement. I don't think I'll ever reach 50 years at my age, but if I should, I can guarantee you one thing, I'll be eating baby food and wearing a diaper. But all kidding aside, once again, congratulations on a well-deserved award. Chin down.
Max, on behalf of the Thornwood Fire District, I'd like to congratulate you on 50 years of active service. Your dedication is an example for all to follow. It has been an honor to be a fellow firefighter and your friend. From when you first became a rookie, rising through the ranks, and became chief, and eventually a fire commissioner, you always strived to make the Thornwood Fire Department the best it could be. No matter what task you were given or what challenge you faced, you always gave 100%. Be proud in the fact that you are now only the 5th member of the Thornwood Fire Department to make 50 years of active service, and it's quite a milestone in this department. Welcome to the club, and enjoy all the accolades that will be given to you because you have earned every one of them.